Yo guys, welcome back to another episode of Anime Review. It is season 4, episode 4, I believe, or it's either episode 4 or 5, I think it's 4. And today we are covering the first season of The Promised Neverland. This is going to be one of the final episodes of Anime Review. I did want to finish up the episodes that I already had planned first before the season ends. So, yeah, that's what we're doing today. Promised Neverland. As you guys can see, I finally got myself a One Piece t-shirt. Found this today at FYE and had to pick it up. I'm not sure who this character is yet, right there. But I know everybody else on the shirt. Sadly, not that far in One Piece yet. Hopefully we'll get there soon. Sooner than later, rather. But yeah, anyways, we got a bunch of stuff coming. I didn't upload earlier this weekend, busy as usual, but today, putting out the anime review and hopefully do a manga review later on as well. So stay tuned for that, and let's get right into this video. So the first thing I guess I'll do is explain what The Promised Neverland is for those of you who haven't seen it before. So essentially what it is, it follows these 3 kids who are extremely smart, and they live in this orphanage, and that's just pretty much all there is to it, except that when the kids get released from the orphanage and they get adopted, they're never heard from again, at all, and there's a lot of mystery behind where exactly the kids go. And what ends up happening is that the main characters find out that there's this species of demons, and basically the orphanages are just farms, and the demons eat intelligent brains and stuff, so they farm children essentially. And where all these kids have been going, they've just been being harvested by these demons. So that's essentially the plot. The main characters, they're really smart, so pretty much they have to try and figure out how to escape before they are to get harvested, but they can't just escape. The main character, Emma, she wants to take all of the kids of the orphanage with them, because she doesn't want to leave everybody behind. So yeah, they're trying to figure out how to get everybody out of the orphanage, and they don't know anything of the outside world. They have free range of the area around the orphanage, but it's a walled in area, sort of like Attack on Titan, so they can't get over the walls. And then once they finally do manage to get over the wall, there's a huge ravine all the way around it, so it's very difficult to escape. But that's sort of where the plot comes in for the story. Now, as always, I'm gonna cover the stuff that I liked, and then stuff that I may have liked not as much or just didn't like. So yeah, the first thing I do like is how at first the show sort of presents itself as a lighthearted story about orphans, living in an orphanage. But then by the end of the first episode, it takes a very dark turn. The main characters find the dead girl, and they're what is happening? And then it just takes a really dark turn. So for a lot of people, I remember when the show first started getting popular, not many people had known what it is or knew what it was. And they just kind of went into it blind, and then they were like, oh, this is a nice show. And then by the end of the first episode, they're like, oh my god. So obviously for me, I already knew what it was. It's a huge show, so going into it, I had already kind of been spoiled on the basic premise of it. So I watched it and saw it coming, but nonetheless, it was still kind of a whoa moment. So yeah, presents itself as lighthearted at first, but then takes a very dark turn, which was actually pretty cool. Will say I did enjoy that. The mystery behind everything is also something that I really like, and it's the main driving force for the story. There's just a lot of questions that need to be asked in the situation where all these kids are in this orphanage and they're completely cut off from the outside world. Like, first of all, like, who's on the outside? There's like these demons. Like, have they taken all the way over? Are there still humans left? Also, like, how are we supposed to get over the wall and everything like that? How did all of this even happen? How did this even begin? How did this start? And just like how it all works and everything. It slowly gets explained throughout the first season, but by the end, there's still just a lot of questions. They even introduced like this William Minerva character, who's like has like this monogram on his books, on the books in the library, and it has like secret codes and stuff. And he's just a character who is like on the outside, I guess, who's making books that are encoded or something like that. So you're left wondering about him as well, or him or her. And William is a male name, but it could be just like a pen name or something like that. So there's a lot of mystery surrounding everything, which is really awesome. I love a good mystery, especially tied in with like the horror elements to it. It makes for a really good story. Now, the next thing that I did really enjoy, I'm gonna a little bit more spoiler stuff here, as I'm talking specifically about the ending of the first season. So if you guys have not seen the show, you definitely don't want to watch this part. Or if you do decide to watch this part of the video, you've been warned. But by the end, there's just a lot of cliffhanger stuff, some crazy stuff that happens in the end. At the end, like Ray, with like the fire and stuff, all of that was insane. And they kind of like switched around at the end there, and then you get like the real story of what happened there. Like the whole, if you know, like the whole switch around thing, that I really liked. Because at first I was like, oh wow, that just happened. And then we get like, oh, I see what they did there. Really great moment. I did really enjoy that. And of course, the fire gives them time to escape and stuff. But then we get the stuff, Norman, see a dude, that happens. But I don't know if he's dead or not. I really don't. He could still be alive. I'm just not sure. Because we do see something kind of different that happens there in the tunnel. So, I don't know. And then, of course, when they finally get onto the other side, they have to leave a lot of the younger kids behind. But what's his name? Is it Phil? Phil? He knows, and he's trying to keep it low-key. And they go to the other side, so huge cliffhanger at the end there. Also, the mom or whatever, she has something going on at the end there. So huge cliffhanger stuff, but I'm really hesitant to watch season 2. Partly because the only place I can find it on, or available to me at the moment, is Hulu. And our Hulu has ads. Like, they don't have season 2 on Crunchyroll yet for some reason. So it kind of sucks. But also, I heard not great things about season 2. I heard it was a pretty big disappointment. So I'm pretty hesitant to watch it. Same with like something like One Punch Man season 2, where it's just like, do I really go about watching the rest? Because I think Promised Neverland is really cool. I might have to end up picking up the manga someday. Not really a priority at the moment. I'm not like thirsting for more Promised Neverland content, but it's definitely something that I would like to check out more of later. We'll see how season 2 is. I might end up watching it. I don't know if they ever confirmed a season 3 or not, because I know that the manga ended earlier this year. I think in the summer it may have ended. So yeah, but overall though, I did really enjoy it. There was one thing that I wasn't the biggest fan of, and that was the art style. It's definitely very unique. It threw me off quite a bit though at first. It took a little bit of getting used to, but it didn't bother me too much. I mean, it didn't really distract me too much from actually what was happening. Just wasn't the biggest fan of it. It wasn't terrible. It's just very stylized, very unique. Definitely not an art style that I have ever seen before. Nothing like that. So, wasn't the biggest fan of it, but it was definitely unique, which is always good. So, yeah, but overall, Promised Neverland Season 1 was a very solid anime. A horror, mystery, suspense thriller. The entire time, it felt very high stakes. Like, as I was watching it, it was almost like, ooh, they better not get caught. Because, like, they're going to get, like, ripped apart by demons and stuff. So, very high stakes feeling. Almost like you're playing like a I don't know, like a horror game of some sort. So you know how you kind of get the, ooh, hope they don't see me kind of thing. Definitely gave me some of those vibes. Just a very solid first season. And I'm going to give it a 9.5 out of 10 at the moment. Again, this could change. I don't know if I'm going to do like a season recap this season or not. I don't even know if it's worth it too. What I may end up doing for the finale of Anime Review is do a tier list based on like all the anime that I've covered so far. I think that could be interesting. I'm not sure. Let me guys know what you think. But anyway, yeah, 9.5 out of 10 for The Promised Neverland. So yeah, guys, that's going to be about it for this video. I hope you guys did enjoy. I've been editing this video as I'm making it, and I can already tell that this is one of my better, more high quality videos that I've made in a long time. I got a few, I did the whole transition thing at the beginning. Found actually some decent background music. I think that's a big element of what my videos were missing. It's just like the almost dead silence in the background. Throwing in a pretty good beat in the background, something to just adds to it, I guess. So hopefully this is definitely a higher quality video in your guys' opinion. So yeah, I really enjoy this video. It's, like I said, I think it's one of my better ones. So I always hope you guys do enjoy. Yeah, so if you guys did, please leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. I'd greatly appreciate it. I'm definitely gonna be reading some manga here soon. I did pick up, today we went to BAM, so I picked up 2 things for the collection, and then I have 2 things coming in the mail later, so that'll go towards the holiday December haul, which is looking kind of crazy. That's going to be an awesome video, so stay tuned for that at the end of the month, or might even be early January. We'll see. Yeah, we got some awesome stuff coming here on the channel this holiday, so please stay tuned and subscribe so that you guys don't miss it. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.